Let's run through the Fox pay-per-view next week. I'll be out there in LA. They're doing the fights at the Crypto.com arena. And of course, we have Ruiz-Ortiz and Andy Ruiz in the main event. But let's go real quick through the top. Ruiz Alim. Mm-hmm. This is his first fight back in like almost a year. He fought last year in November.
Undefeated.
Yeah, undefeated at 122.
He has a belt, but he ain't got a legit title shot yet.
I saw him at Luis Ortiz's workout, and I saw why he hasn't gotten a title shot yet. Okay. He doesn't have much helping him drive. It's like he's driving himself. He's driving his career himself. Obviously being signed with PBC, but outside of being signed with PBC, he doesn't have a manager that's gonna rah get him that big fight, make the noise that needs to be made, and it's up to him in the fights to make more noise than he's making. He's looked fantastic in every fight out, but he's got to have a marquee win. This is probably gonna be that win right here for him, where he should be able to get into title contention after this fight.
And I don't think he wants Fulton. Brandon obviously moved up to 126. Mm-hmm. What about Luis Neri?
No, that's a great fight for him.
Yeah,
you know?
and I feel like the winner after that, maybe you get one of them big boys.
Yeah,
but Luis Neri, I think that's a good fight if he gets this done.
I do too. I think that stylistically that makes sense. I think both guys are kind of like in that threshold of who's gonna, even though they haven't fought for title eliminators, but who's next to get a title, and it probably is gonna be between them. So. Yeah. Okay, over there doing your thing. I got you.
I say, it's my boy. But if I show him a little anything, he like, man, I can't believe this. I thought this was an idiot.
Yeah.
That's his whole thing.
All the time. Joey Spencer's coming back again. His first fight since December. He last fought last year in December, so he's been off a while.
A year?
No, not a year yet. December of 2021. Okay. So he's been off a while. Mm-hmm. And I know Carson specifically, but people have been giving him a hard time lately, too. Based on what he was projected to be opposed to what he's been. And I guess for the sake of words, he hasn't quite lived up to the hype yet. So here's my thing. Don't miss Joey Spencer in the undercard of this pay-per-view card next week, because we should see the best Joey Spencer we've seen to this point. You've been in the lab, my man. You've been out of the ring for 10 months, 9 to 10 months, whatever the case may be. Oh, you fought in March.
Oh, yeah. It was non-televised. I looked that up. It was non-televised.
I didn't see that on the internet.
Shout out to Joey. I felt like a lot of his fight, they came in with a lot of hype on him, man. And there's fights where he lost a lot of rounds in the early fights. And it just, hey, Top Rank, is it PBC?
No, PBC.
Don't push him. Don't push him.
But
let him go.
But hold up. His fight in March, because I didn't know, I forgot about the fight in March, but that wasn't on TV. And was it on like the internet or anything?
It was something, yeah.
But to my point, because I said this about Edgar Berlanga, I said you need to pull him back. Yeah. Get him in the lab more. Get him training more. Get him with somebody he feels comfortable with and can improve, and get him some fights off of TV. That way he's TV ready when he comes back. So this one is on the undercard. I think that he's going to be on the internet or something like that. And okay, so he will be on the Fox portion of the show. And so we should see the best
improvement.
We should see the best Joey Spencer we've seen to this point.
Yeah. A few things. I mean, fights with his hands down. Head movement is not the best to be like that, my man. shoulder roll's not for everybody.
I can't really put a, if I had to put a mark on what is it that we haven't seen that we're expecting from Joey, anything like that, I think that Joey really hasn't I don't think he's quite gotten his identity in the ring yet. And I think enough time away from the ring, enough time away from TV and things of that nature, you may be able to find your identity. This is what we want people to know us by when we get back in the ring. You know what I mean? So I'm expecting that statement to be made over the weekend.
That's funny you say that. I was watching tape on it. I'm thinking, it seemed like he's trying to find himself.
Yeah.
He's taking a lot of people's little styles when just be you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be Shushu. Be Shawn Porter.
Yeah.
Just be you, bro.
And I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Jose Valenzuela's coming back.
Whoa.
I think he fought on the undercard of Errol Spence and Ugas. That was his last fight, and so he's right back.
Yeah,
and
I think that was easy work.
And he's been making some noise, man. I think, talking about guys who have hype around them.
Unlike,
he's been living up to
I said, don't rush Joey. Rush this guy. This guy, boy.
Don't rush him.
Hey.
He is young,
Hey.
but my man got power.
Man,
My man can lean him.
yeah.
My man can lean him. So we looking forward to his next big fight. And then we got Abner Mares making his comeback.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Why?
It's about
Why,
time.
Abner?
I'm excited
He's
to see him
killing
back.
that commentary. He's been
I'm
out the ring
excited
for
to see
4
him back,
years.
Man, I'm excited to see him back.
37
I ain't
years
gonna lie,
old.
yeah.
Hell of a commentator.
We started
Detached
inside.
Redner twice.
I don't know if it was twice,
I
but
think it might have been twice.
I think it just didn't
Didn't get it
hail
right the
correctly
first
or
time.
something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't hail correctly or something like that. But when we were doing the Inside PBC boxing show, he was talking about coming back, and he hasn't had a fight since 2018. But he's been talking about coming back all that time, and we went about a year and a half with the Inside PBC show, and I was like, fingers crossed and rooting for him, and hey man, just stay healthy, all those types of things. And then once the pandemic happens, and then he comes back just doing his commentary, I thought kind of like it was all done until I see him at Errol Spence and Ugas. We're out having dinner, and everybody's asking for pictures, and then they start screaming, asking me if I'm coming back. I said, ask.
You a snitch.
I said, ask Abner. I said, look, because it's true story. I said, ask Abner if he coming back. And then he looked at me. He said, "Shawn, are you coming back?" And I looked him in the eyes. I said, "Are you coming back?" and at that point in time, I said, "Somebody coming back." Sure as hell ain't me. So we're looking forward to him getting back in the ring. He's got Miguel Flores, a guy with 4 losses. I think his very last fight was a loss. So I think they matched him up correctly in his first fight back. And I'm curious to see what his game plan is. I think that a fighter has to have their game plan as well as the team. You know what I mean? I think that as long as things are going the way you want them to go, need them to go, follow the team's plan. But I want to know what Leo has told his team he's expecting to get out of this resurgence if that's what it becomes.
And I read somewhere he said reason why he is coming back because he wants to go out on his terms. He didn't want to go out as I was a guy that got injured and I was never able to fight again. It's like I was up to fight Tank and then possibly a rematch with Leo. So
All right.
yeah, and
Right.
Yeah, I was interested to see that Tank fight.
I think we all was
I ain't
interested
gonna
at that
lie.
time. We was hyped about it.
Yeah. Oh, why you wasn't hyped about that fight? Why
That boy Tank been on a terror.
True. Listen.
But that was early Tank. This Tank?
Okay, right. See, it's a different Tank.
Yeah,
It's
not
a
this
different
Tank.
Tank.
That's
That's what it
Yeah,
is.
stay away from this Tank.
You're right.
That's what people
You're
were
right.
saying. We got Isaac Cruz coming back, Pitbull.
Yeah.
Side?
Getting in the ring with Eduardo Zordito. Ramirez. This is a good fight. Good styling matchup. A lot of action in this fight. And both dudes can punch.
No
Yeah.
defense. You gonna get everything you wanted.
Pitbull got defense when he wants to.
Yeah.
Because he
Okay.
had some really good defense fighting Tank.
Yeah.
Like he knew whenever that left uppercut was coming, he just blocked it, caught it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Sure, you're right. Because if you ain't got defense, he'd have been asleep.
Yeah, I promise you. So yeah, like if Pitbull wants to use his defense, he got it definitely. But I honestly feel like that for this specific particular fight, that's gonna be thrown out the window. That's gonna be thrown out the window.